Does online learning actually work in the nail industry? If you're doing nails, can you learn that way? All of it we're going to talk about right now. Biz Talk. That's my new thing, Trace. Like when I want to make a point, I'm just like.
But Twitch, you were snapping.
Yeah,
and now
this
we're
morning
slapping.
It changes.
Snapping.
Snapping. For you. Oh, that song's in your head. Look at that. I made a song that's in Tracy's head.
Mm-hmm.
Does that bother you?
Your voice is always inside my head. And it bothers me a lot.
It would bother me too. Actually, my own voice is inside my head, and it bothers me. So I can't imagine that experience for you.
Mm-hmm.
Online learning for nails. As you and I both know, nails, like the experience of learning, we've always done it. Like, let's talk about the past real quick, right?
Okay.
This has always been a thing of, like, you sit down with somebody, they're in front of you, you have to show them, you have to, like, stop, no, let me, like, do this, you're doing.
Slap him in the back of the head.
Push him down the stairs.
Like, did I do something wrong? No, you were good. It was good.
That
was
really
perfect,
great.
actually.
That's the good job.
You should see the bad job.
You see when you're not doing a good job. And if you had asked me, like 10, 12, no longer than that, let's say 15 years ago, is it possible to learn? I'd be like, are you out of your mind? Right? Like,
yeah.
There'd be no way.
No. I mean, we had VHS,
like DVDs. We had DVDs.
And I did some of that training, to learn extra stuff, and I liked it. I'm like, ooh, I can rewind. Because in school they gave you absolutely no training, so it was better than that.
Totally.
But when I started taking continued education, I would really have never thought, like, it's nice. It kind of works, but I can't take it to work and with my big TV, tube TV.
Excuse me.
Rewind. And
get out of my way.
Yeah.
Got to set this up.
It was different.
Yeah, it was very different. The short answer, I think, is yes, you can, right? I think that's the short answer. But how can one go about learning nails online with so much information out there, number one, but also getting that detail? There is that detail that is needed, right? Can they get that detail to where they can really get it down, Trace? Absolutely.
And don't get me wrong, if you're in like our week-long course, right, it is very helpful for us to be able to go, wait.
Right.
Because in your mind, you're like, I'm doing exactly what you're doing. I'm doing exactly what they did in that video, but you're not.
Yeah.
So it's huge benefit to that. But can you learn it on online tutorial? 100%. It just might take a little more time.
Yeah, it just might take a little bit longer.
Yeah. And, we have people that send us pictures all the time, and we just kind of break it down from their pictures. Like, okay, let me send you this video. You see how, talking about the sidewalls, this is how you bring it up. Here's a video online.
Well, what's interesting to me is that, like, what would you be doing otherwise? So what I mean is, like, in-person classes are in-person classes, right? It is the ideal, right?
Right.
Like if
they're teaching you.
If they're teaching correctly.
Yeah.
So let's make the assumption that the instructor is a good instructor and they know what they're talking about and they're actually teaching you nails, right? Like the stuff that's important to be successful. So in-person is going to be ideal, right?
100%.
So let's say that video or online learning didn't exist, right? You would go take your classes, go take your in-person classes, you'd come home, you'd practice. And then you'd have to remember, what were those things? What were those, let me look at my notes. And then you would practice. And then, but you wouldn't have any visual guides versus today, which is you can go take in-person classes. I don't know if a lot of them are available right now, but let's just take away COVID let's just pretend COVID doesn't exist, right? You have OWC and you have these in-person classes. But now you have this amazing content, never-ending content with like extreme detail to reinforce what you've learned in the classroom. And you can actually you can take the learning curve like down quite a bit, just because now you can do it 24 hours a day, whenever you want, by your side, right?
Well, and that's the thing. So for our course here, when we had it, we really, this whole day is going to be overlays. This whole day is going to be sculpts. Okay, so we showed you all day. We didn't just have you do one or two, because we're not just doing one or two nails. Practice over. Well, I got it. No, over. However, again, they're going to go home and they're going to be like, what did Tracey say?
Right.
There's a reason why we provide them a tablet that has links.
Right.
It has chapters on that day, and it actually has links to
all the videos,
online tutorials,
right.
Because that's where they're really going to get that just taking it home.
Yeah.
Take
it home, Trace. You got to take it home. I think even so it's like for people that do not have an option to go to in-person classes for whatever reason, if you're like in a remote area and they just don't have them in your town or your state or whatever the situation, you can't get on a plane and come out to a location to learn in person. Well, back in the day, you were just SOL. Like there was zero chance that you could learn nails. Today, you can do it. Yeah. You can, if that's all you had and you had to make it work, I'm pretty sure you're going to make it work. And I know there's people out there that have actually done it.
Well, it's dedication. I guess we should just, so everybody knows, we're literally talking about learning nails, but not getting your license.
Thank you. You
have to go to school for that.
Correct.
But it's even in person. We have people that will come and they don't want to put the work in.
Right.
I did one now. Okay, do it again. Like I said, do it again. And they're just, I'm like, you paid to be here. This is what you came for.
Yeah.
So that person, no matter whether they're in person or learning online, they're not going to grasp it because they're not putting the work in. Now, if a person's like, I can't do the in-person training, but I am going to just watch these videos over and over, and I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to pause. They're going to learn.
Yeah.
They're going to learn.
You're going to learn. I mean, I've talked about this so many times just because, I mean, I think it's important. I mean, it's how I learned how to like cut videos, right, Trace? Like in the beginning when we didn't have, like, I had to do it, right? Because like Ramon is an editor and he's actually trained. Like, right? Like he knows his stuff. But there was so much that we were doing. It's like I had to take it on. I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like just dump it on his lap. And
There's
be like,
only so much thing he can do.
He can do.
Apparently he's not Superman.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes. I'm tired of hearing that. Change his ways. But like, how did I learn? Online on YouTube for months, and I got an idea. Now, some people would be like, well, that's digital and you're like, you can actually have your screen up and go side by side. Okay, sure. It is true, but let's go to another topic, right? Like jiu-jitsu, which is so funny, Tracey. I would never compare jiu-jitsu to nails. But I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it. Like,
because you're lethal weapon with both.
Oh, that's
with
right.
Your hands.
Get out of my way.
Nails or
Hiya.
We apologize
sorry.
to all those
sorry.
jiu-jitsu people that we just did that.
There's no hiya in jiu-jitsu. But like when nails first, like when we were doing videos on nails early on.
Yeah.
And the overwhelming opinion was like, you can't learn nails online. Like you just can't do it. You can't do it. The same thing with, because it's such a in-person thing. And well, like jiu-jitsu is the same thing. Like there's a big argument of like, how can you learn online? Like you have to train with a partner and somebody, and that is true. but it's a great compliment. Like I watch videos endlessly, hours and hours, and for a technique and a move where I can drill it into my head, and then I can try it when I go to train in the same way where if you're watching a nail video, you can watch the technique over and over again. And then like, let me pull my powder and liquid out right now. And just like, let me try it. Am I getting the result? What am I doing? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like back in the day, I can't take my big tube TV. I'm aging myself. It's like
tube TV,
carrying it up the stairs or whatever,
God.
Plugging in my DVD player and, but now you can have your phone out.
Yeah, exactly.
And be practicing right at salon. So you're there for any appointments that want to come in.
Yeah.
But you are literally learning at the same time.
Dude, I'm telling you, online YouTube education, like whenever I have downtime, what am I doing? It's like, even for like marketing and like videos, when I was learning all of that, just to get ideas. I mean, I don't know how many of Gary's videos I watched, billions of them I used to have his stuff playing, his podcast, to understand creating content, because at that time we were working with VaynerMedia and I was learning. And so I was just overwhelming my brain with as much information as possible, and that was like 24/7. I was just listening to his seminars and specific to creating content and content marketing and what you should be doing, how you should be doing it. So much learning. And you can do that now. Like if you take our YouTube channel, for example, I think we have like 1,500 videos now. Do we have 1,500 videos, Jorge? Around there, right? Close to that. I mean, think about that. Just on our channel, and we're not the only channel, right? There's so many nail channels out there that you can find your vibe, what you like. But you could spend an insane amount of time on your downtime, pull up videos. What do you want to learn? You want to learn dip powder, gel? You want to learn overlays, acrylic, coffin, like anything you can imagine. Nail business. You can go on there and, pop on Tracey and I talking about anything nail business related.
How to market,
how to promote, It's never ending.
Yeah.
It's like the best college, the best university, the best everything.
Well, and ultimately, unless you're practicing and physically doing, I don't care if it's in person or online, you're not going to learn it.
That's right. Exactly.
So
I had it's so funny, like we're calling it online learning, but in my opinion, this is today's learning. This is how you can learn about anything that you want. You can go to YouTube. You can go to a bunch of different sites really to get education. Mostly where I go to is YouTube.
Yep, me too.
But it was funny because I was having a conversation with my wife and we were talking about when the kids go to college or if they go to college. It's now an if, because for me, I'm like, why would, if they're going to go to college, either way, it's so insanely expensive to go to college, right?
Yep.
It's like crazy expensive. But why pay that? Unless you're going to be like a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, or dentist, something that requires the degree to go through graduate school and then, get another degree so that you can practice. Why would I send my kid to college when YouTube is a much better university? Like for whatever you want to learn, art, drawing, like whatever.
Or even just figuring out what it is you want to do, and then you take a specialty school for it.
Right. Exactly.
But instead, college to actually find yourself.
Exactly. And like, okay, I'm going to admit openly, that's my college experience was literally, I did find myself. As you're like making fun of it, I'm like, wait, that was me?
But it's true. I mean,
I swear.
It's kind of just getting real life experience where you could get real life experience
by playing real life, right? Instead of paying like gazillions of dollars in a closed setting. No, I agree with you. That's the thing is like, that was the only option for me was like, that's the option that I had was you go to college or you work, right? Yeah. Those are the two options. Yeah. I would rather, if my kids have an interest in something, I would rather they go online, research and learn the hell out of it, and then go find like an internship or a job that is in that field to start getting real life experiences in that area, in that field.
Absolutely. And which is the funny part, because you come out of how much of college is going to college and going, oh, I've taken these courses and I don't like it. I want to go into this field.
Right.
Whereas if they're doing the online education and digging into it, they go, nope, not interested.
Correct.
Next thing I'm interested in.
You can go faster.
Without shelling out money.
You can make decisions quicker.
Yeah.
You can get real life experiences, that will impact you different. And that's why it's like, does online learning work for nails? Absolutely, it does. You can get so much more today. Again, like Tracey said, you still have to go to school to get your license. There's no way around that, unless that gets changed, which I don't think it's going to in the near future. You still have to get your license, but to actually learn nails, there's a never-ending tool, and with never-ending amounts of videos on any topic of nails that you want to explore. And again, we even go as deep as into the business side.
Yeah.
So like, dude, if you want to learn,
circle.
Like if you were today, like just starting out, Tracey, how much would you be, knowing how much I see you on TikTok? I think it's a lot. The answer is a lot, but how much would you be on learning nails online?
I'm on learning nails online all the time now. And so I think if I had had that resource, oh wow, that would have been amazing. Because I tried to take advantage of anything I could get, in-person classes, in the town I was, it wasn't all that available at that time to do in-person classes. So it was just like crap, you're just kind of stumbling across it and hoping someone will show you. And like a fill, they didn't show me a fill. Where am I going to learn how to do a fill?
Right.
I got to pulled it up.
Right. And even like the videos that we have made in the past, which I think are like some of the most valuable, the real-time videos, I think are our most valuable videos, because where else are you going to see someone do a full set or a fill or a rebalance or a nail art in a time period that is real?
Yeah. Messing up,
how to fix it, and then listening to you talk through all that.
Right.
As you're doing it. God, man, that is so huge. For somebody that's starting out, those are the videos that I would watch. It's like, obviously, we need the detail and the technique, Oh,
technique first. We always say that.
Always.
Technique first, speed second. But when you're sitting there going, oh, geez, I'm taking 3 hours to do a set. How in the world would you ever do a full set in an hour? And you can't go watch someone else do it?
Yeah.
Now you have the option.
Now you can. And we have those videos available. I believe in it so much, and like you said, Tracey, you don't have to carry on your tube TV. You can just carry around your
it's much lighter.
Your actual TV. I watch so much on here now. It's like kids watch TV and I'm like watching my television.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's everything. I love you, phone.
On that note.
On that note, let us know in the comments below your thoughts on online learning. How much time do you spend watching YouTube? You're watching right now. You're learning something, right? Also, let us know in the comments below any topics that you want to hear us talk about. We'd love to discuss them. Thank you so much, Tracey.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.